Something that the church will never talk about is the new covenant. And so you see in Jeremiah 31, where starting in verse 31, it says, "Behold, the days come, saith Jehovah, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah." So the new covenant will only be made with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. In Ephesians 2, Paul tells you how to be grafted into Israel. Right, in Israel there's two houses, the house of Israel and the house of Judah. To be grafted into Israel, Ephesians 2, starting in verse 11, "Wherefore remember that ye being in times past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh, made by hands, that at that time ye were without Christ, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel," right, aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, "and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without God in the world. But now in Yeshua Messiah, ye who sometimes are far off are made nigh by the blood of Christ." So you're now made nigh to the covenants of promise and the commonwealth of Israel, right? You're grafted in, as Paul says in Romans 11, because you're keeping the covenants of promise that were before ordained for you to walk in. No longer Gentiles. So now we continue in Jeremiah 31, where it says, "Not according to the covenant which that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith Jehovah. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Jehovah. I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people." So how is, at that time, right, the law is going to be written on your hearts. So you're going to be keeping the commandments. And so if you don't need to keep the commandments, then how is it even going to be written on your heart? "And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know Jehovah, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith Jehovah. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more." So we learn what this means. What this means of know Jehovah, right in 1 John 2, where it says, verse 3, "And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him." So at that time, in the new covenant, nobody will have to tell each other to keep the commandments. Everybody will be keeping them. So that's a clear sign we're not in the new covenant. It's not the time yet, right? People need to be keeping the commandments now so they could get into the new covenant later.